Alright, this is Strife Day 3. So today is pretty much just going to be a TVHM push. I don't really like TVHM because it scales weird, and it's kind of just there to be between normal and UVHM to me. So we're just going to try to rush through it as quick as we can. They were a little bit weak. But we will get the Lusco soon, so we will have an upgrade. Alright, cool. One more point there. And I guess we're going Heavy Ordnance next. And then Kinetic Transfer. I feel like this will be really easy to use. Like, we're gonna get to Bunker and bore him like we normally would. The projectile speed probably won't mess us up too much. But it might. We could probably use something like a Sloth or something slower to like counter it if we really needed to. But I don't think we will. Multi-shot moment. I think it's kind of fun to show off multi-shot though, I'm gonna be honest with you. Because since I do it like 5% different compared to how people like assume it's done, it's fun. It's fun to show. And also, like, we both know I was totally gonna kill that boss. So I don't feel too bad about multi-shotting. Using it for Pipe Your Life or stuff like that though does feel a little bit weird. Because like on one hand, yeah, I would have died. But on the second hand, I would have been right back where I was within like a minute, just with like 7% less money. So it's kind of it's a line. There's this weird internal debate because like for some people using even like a small bug is a problem, but for other people, they're just playing Salvador with a Pimpernel stuck to one hand permanently. So like they don't care. So it's kind of like a weird mix that you get whenever you play the game. And like some people are okay with drop reloading, but probably wouldn't be okay with like reload interrupting like this. And then if you are okay with this, then you should be okay with multi-shot, because multi-shot is just that, but repeated. So like, where's the line? It's just weird. So it's pretty much just whatever you feel like is cheating to me. That's like the easiest way to govern it. If you feel like it's wrong, don't do it. If you think it's fine, go for it. I get why people don't like it, but at the same time you really love the stupid bugs and glitches. Yeah, they are really fun. But you run the risk of just crutching on that forever, and then that's just how you play every character, and now it's just like, eh. This invis is so nice. The fact that it lasts like 8 seconds is super OP. You just get in, get whatever, and leave. Now you just use whatever seems fun, although you still kind of crutch on adaptives and turtles. I will die on my hill that I think that flat off shields are good. I don't care. If there are people that play this game that say the crack sash and other fast recharge speed Tedior shields are good, why wouldn't you like a Vladoff shield like a Sham? It's basically the same thing, but with a 94% absorb chance. Well, if you get a good one. But like still, same idea. It's just a better Tedior shield. And like, yeah, it can't absorb Fork Splash, grenades, melees, rockets, elemental dots, but neither can any other shield. And you can rocket jump, and that's like 99% of the reason to wear one. Okay, we might want to respec over to Boar, just to get these cars killed. Since we can kind of just shoot through the passengers into the cars like that. I know it's super duper cheap, and that's probably just a sign that I need better gear or more XP or something. But we're just going to take it as a challenge to use Boar instead. Alright, character is respec, so we took points out of Leech and out of our status effect down. And we went ahead and moved him over to Boar, so we still have that bullet speed up. We have the Boar effect on it, and our action skill takes 2 more seconds to recharge now. But I feel like that's worth it because we're not really healing that hard with Vampire Leech yet. Alright, let's see. Oh yeah, cool. So it's basically still just Boar. I never showed off this class mod. My bad. So this is the Adjudicator. So it's extra shotgun damage, and then it has focused aim and demoralize. And we don't know the third skill, but I would have to imagine it would be heavy ordnance because it is a shotgun buffing skill. So it's probably this one we can assume. So yeah, that's more weapon accuracy, little recoil reduction, which isn't as important. The shotgun damage and fire rate, and then the kill skill that makes enemies deal less damage to us, which is super nice. I'm gonna say this once and I'll probably end up saying it again. You're way too good for a casual player. Brother, look at, do you see right here? Do you see that right there? I've wasted time. It's not skill, it's time investment. It's basically just what it is. Let's see if we can do good DPS or not. Yeah, we got this. We're totally fine. Alright, how do we want to trait this character? So we could go this way, we could get Killing Blow, that could be quirky, that could be fun. Or we could go over here and grab Deterrent so we take 12% less damage whenever we have our shield broken. Which, at 5 out of 5, or 10 out of 5, which is what we'll have with the Legendary Hunter at the end of the game, this is like infinite damage reduction, which I doubt it does that, once again, because that would be OP. But if it does, we just win the game, I guess. Oh, I didn't think about this. This is actually really good for this strat right here. So, if the beacon breaks, they retarget onto you. But if I'm invisible with no decoy, they'll always retarget on the beacon. So that's super duper nice for this. That's a speedrunner strat that's not really used by normal people, I would think. But it's cool. It's definitely a thing to keep in mind. Alright, let's see what our damage looks like. He's level 43. This might not work very well. It might take a little bit. Or it'll be fine. Yeah, no, this is workable. More points into that. This gives us slightly increased zoom and also highlights crit spots during invis. And I don't need either of those. Cyclone Lash might be good though. It's probably triggered the same way like the wind is triggered, so it'll detect if we're moving. And that'll be super duper nice for us. Now that we have actual on-level gear, our damage feels so much better. Like, this is exactly how I wanted to feel. TVHM Bloodwing. Sweet. Alright, that went pretty well. I mean, she got away, but we got it. Yeah, cool. That's a lot of damage. One shot. Oh, we're getting weird bunker. Okay. This is a rarity, but it's a welcome one. Cool. So yeah, sometimes backwards death bunker exists. And he is quirky, and he drops his loot up there where you can't reach it. Or you get a conference call. This might kill Warrior. I might use that for Warrior. That'll be sick. Yeah. Oh, sweet. A new bot at first try. Oh, it's really bad and we still need XP. Okay, let's keep farming. Huh. Okay, it's fire. We could use it against him to farm more. Okay. You know, this will be of good use against Saturn, so I think we'll just accept what we have going on here, especially with this conference call here. And yeah, we'll use this whenever we think it's necessary, but we'll probably end up mainly just using this. The TDOR grip is bad. The Molly-1 sight plus my projectile speed will probably make this really dumb though. Oh yeah, that's super duper fast. Alright, cool. So yeah, we'll take that. That's fine, and we'll just go forward. What type of enemies do you use the bada boom against? Pretty much all of them at this point. Realistically, I'm either throwing grenades or rockets at people right now. I mean, don't get me wrong. Into like TVHM, you definitely should not be using a rocket launcher for damage. That should be like your second wind weapon. But in normal mode in TVHM, you can kind of get away with it. Ammo isn't an issue. Well, I don't ever stay in a fight long enough to run out, and then there's a lot of ammo vendors in the areas we're going to, so we can take pretty good advantage of just juggling it like that. Trigger the elevator, flag that dude, throw a couple grenades at him, flag the next one, throw a couple grenades at him, fill up on ammo. I do have a mod that lets me autofill. But, like, you could still just sit there and fill up on ammo really quick. Probably get a second wind. Figure out where our last guy is. I think he is just up here. Just kind of hiding. Yeah. And cool, we killed all of them. Not quite a one-shot, but it was pretty close. Right, so buzzards. Those were very, very nice buzzards. Those just kind of hung out with us. That was sick. Alright, Corrosive Bada versus Saturn. Not bad. I bet if we went invis, we could probably, like, actually finish him off with just this Bada. Like, no swapping to anything else. Oh yeah, for sure. We could just sit here and do that, yeah. Alright, he almost leveled us up. I'm kind of tempted to use him for XP. Okay, level 48. 49, let's go. Alright, cool. I feel like we could just push Warrior now. Alright, let's go. 4 hours and 10 minutes into the run, we are finally at Warrior. I mean, I guess for a lot of people, 4 hours for TVHM isn't bad, but we have been rather distracted. We've been goofing. So stationary. Moving. I mean, he looks a little less accurate. I really can't tell. I don't really pay attention to the accuracy of enemies, so I can't tell how well tension works. It might just be insane, or it might not be. It'll make stray pellets way less likely to hit us, though, if it is as strong as it sounds. You don't think Grog or Ruby are needed for TVHM? I don't think so either. Unless you were saying I don't, in which case, no, I don't. I mean, obviously a Grog or a Ruby will 1000% help you stay alive. But if you are able to just push the game well, and you're able to maintain your character well, you can get away with not needing it. But 100%, as soon as you roll into UVHM, it sure is nice to have one. And then the further into UVHM, especially into OP levels, you almost exactly need one. I mean, there are examples of people getting away with not using it in like challenge runs and stuff, but those are awful hard usually. Like they have a hard time getting through. But it is doable. You can do it. Yeah, it just depends how well can you juggle your character, how well can you deal with the fact that you might go into fight for your life sometimes. Are you in a good spot to go into fight for your life? How do you put yourself in a good spot for fight for your life? Because like, for example, if you're playing really far behind, but you know you're about to die, you better get forward, because you're just going to die, and then there are going to be no enemies to get second wins on because they're all going to be too far away. And if you're an aggressive character, you're already going to be on top of them. So you might as well just try to like jump closer to them or on top of their head, so that you can just be on their head and then just look down and shoot at them, because you can just do that because you're that close. And also how much built-in healing the character has. Do I need to worry about fight for your life? Could I heal if I'm just more aggressive? Could I heal if I'm more passive? It depends. Because like I play Maya mainly. And on Maya, she has life tap. You get a single kill, you have 6% health lifesteal. Basically. You basically are holding like a ruby or something of smaller value. So if you get one kill, you can just start rolling. As long as you're keeping your kill skill up, and you're like pushing face, especially in UVHM, you can stay above health gate. Whenever you dip below health gate, you usually heal past it again before the iframes wear off and you die. So like that's super nice. With Zero, he doesn't have as many options. You have to be a little more careful, use deception to like get out of a bad spot, get into a better spot, like line up boars, line up kunai, whatever you gotta do, throw some slag grenades, whatever you gotta do. Salvador has two hands. Krieg can literally just punch a thing and then win, which is easy to say, but like past OP 4 or 5, you kind of have to like really know what you're doing with Krieg. But I mean, he can also heal from elemental dots, so like that's really OP for him already. Axton has turrets, and then he can also use a grenade, or he can use like a moxie weapon. And then Gage is just kind of there. She doesn't really need to try too hard. You can just kind of stay far away. Just pepper him. Alright. Handsome Jack. I did the thing because I was distracted. What'd you do? I didn't wait for Claptrap's dialogue, so the quest didn't progress. Alright, let's try this again. Good. They spawned. That's a good sign. And not bad. Okay, cool. That shouldn't be too bad. Right, from here we're pretty much just going to be doing conference calls, so we'll just have to see. Oh yeah, that's a great chunk. Alright, sweet. Okay. You know, I forgot how strong the conference call is against Warrior. Probably also helps that we have Boar, and we're Zero basically. But this is super nice. Cool. So that is TVHM done. I think tomorrow we'll probably just go ahead and roll straight into UVHM. We'll find gear along the way. It'll be okay. We'll be fine. I know Captain Flint might be a little scary, but we have the Bada, so we can probably take that into him. And then we'll just get like a last go. Maybe we'll get a Herald on this character because he would do well with a Herald. I mean, every gun character will, realistically. But I think he'll do exceptionally well since he has the pistol stuff. He also has the Obliterator comm, which we don't have one of because I threw them all out. But that is an option that we do have. And then we'll probably push the main story again. Or we might do DLCs to shake things up a little bit. I don't really know. But yeah, that does it for day 3.